Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm not going to lie to you, today I'm feeling super cozy. I've got my big pom-pom fluffy jumper going on. I've got like a underlayer underneath, got dark lip on, sort of dark, it's like in between dark and a normal one, but you know, we're trying. I got my glasses on, I got the candles going in the other room. I'm feeling the autumn today, you know. So anyway, today's video is another trash to treasure, but it is a full autumn edition. I'm going to be making some autumn decor kind of pieces out of rubbish, just leftovers that we had hanging around the house and that sort of stuff. So yeah, they're really cheap, really easy, just recycling all the good stuff in the world. So hopefully you enjoy today's video, and without further ado, I'm just going to get straight on into it.
So for the first DIY, I used some of these pasta sauce jars. I've been collecting these for about 2 or 3 months. We don't eat them very often, so every time we've had a jar, I've been like, do not throw it away, put it in the little pile. So yeah, I've been saving them up, and once I had 4, I knew what to do with them. So to make the letters on these jars, I actually took some duct tape and popped them down onto like an old piece of like label paper. It's basically like once you used up the labels, you have this like shiny side. You can also use like clear acetate or something like that, just something that's going to give you a like easy peel off base. I drew on the tape and then cut it out, and I actually just wrote out the word fall with F-A and double L, obviously because that's how you spell fall, and I just cut that out. I was then left with like a sticker kind of backing, so I just peeled off the backing, it peeled off perfectly, and then the tape obviously was then like a stick-on letter. Obviously you can use stick-on letters if you don't want to go through the effort of doing your own, but I find this way you can get the font you want, the size you want, and the stickiness of it is so much better. And unlike stickers, there's no like bleed through. I find sometimes when I use like stick-on letters and then paint over, they can sometimes bleed through and you end up with a really like fuzzy kind of line, but with this one here it works out really sharp. So I painted over the sticker and the jar about 3 times with a white chalk paint. I used my trusty Rust-Oleum chalk paint as that is my favourite brand, and once that was fully dry I just distressed with some sandpaper. I then went ahead and peeled off the letter, and as you can see here it peeled off really well with really sharp edges, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. If you're wondering, by the way, if my voice sounds a little bit off, I am actually losing my voice, which is just perfect. So yeah, I just wanted to address that just in case you're this far into the video and thinking, why is she talking so funny? Yeah, to finish off the jars, I just used some hot glue and I added that to the neck of the jar, wrapped around some twine, and then hot glued it down into place. The next kind of step is optional, but I just sealed in all of the chalk paint with some finishing wax. And the wax that I use again is by the brand Rust-Oleum, because to be honest it is my favourite paint brand. It's so easily accessible, it's cheap, this is not an ad. I paid for all of these products with my own money like any other person would do, just went to the shop and bought what I wanted, and that is what I did. So yeah, once they were finished I just popped some tea lights in and just lit those so that you could see what they would look like as little tea light holders. I think I'm just going to use them as decorative jars because I like them a lot better with, you know, the lights on and no kind of orange light through them, but it works really well and it is super effective if you're looking for some new kind of tea light holders. So moving on to the second DIY, this one here is really simple. I actually just went foraging and found some acorns off of a nearby oak tree on Tommy's parents' land actually, so if you're ever watching this, I'm sorry I took some acorns from your tree. But actually what I went ahead and did was took this metallic gold leafing pen, which I'll leave a link to in the description down below. They're often between about £5 and £7 in store. I usually buy them on Amazon now, just because it's easier, and I just removed the tops of the acorns and then kind of scribbled around the darker and lighter barrier line where you could obviously see where the acorn top was inside the acorn. I then hot glued them back into the tops and then just started colouring in the acorns so that they were a nice kind of gold leafy kind of design. I find this pen really satisfying because it leaves the most beautiful finish. I use this on so many things, and every time I use it I am absolutely shocked by like the quality of this pen. Again, this is not a sponsored post. It's not gifted, it's nothing like that from Rust-Oleum. I'm such a lover of their products. So yeah, I just really love this pen. Or they also do it in silver, which I also have. So once they were all done, this is what they turn out like. They just look so expensive, and they're the perfect little kind of scatter kind of decoration, like for a table or in with your potpourri or something like that, just to give it an extra luxe touch. And to be honest, they were free for me, so even better. For the third DIY today, I actually took this Poundland frame, which I've had in my front room for the longest of times. I actually used these frames as part of a mirror earlier on in the year, so I removed all the mirrors from them, and I've had these frames ever since, and they've been appearing in so many of my DIYs because I think I have like 20 of them. So I've been using them up slowly but surely throughout the different seasons, so I thought today I would actually pick one of those and turn it into a cute little pumpkin pie recipe sign. So in order to make it white, I just use this white Posca paint pen. It's basically acrylic paint but in a pen, so if you're not very good at painting or anything like that and you want a white finish rather than being able to print in black and everything, I recommend using these because, to be honest, they are really, really good. I get them from Hobbycraft or Amazon. You can usually buy them in sets on Amazon, which I do from time to time because they go on special offer quite often, and you can usually pick them up for really, really good price. I've seen some where you can get like 6 for under £10, which is crazy. The other day I seen an offer which had 3 of them for £5, which I thought was really good. But yeah, if you just want to pick up a single one to test out, then Hobbycraft do sell the lot in like single pen versions and all the different sizes, all the different colours and everything like that, so I recommend going there. I actually just really quickly like freehanded a pumpkin pie sign with just like the ribbon bit across the top and then some little recipe notes and stuff which I got from Google, and I just went to town really, and that's what it turned out like. So for the fourth and final DIY, I took this little toilet roll tube, which I actually went around my bathroom floor and just picked it up because it was just there. I was going to put it in the bin. I was like, actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this into something. I don't know why my brain is automatically seeing pumpkins on absolutely everything, but this was another one of them. So yeah, I turned the toilet roll tube into some pumpkins. In order to do that, I just cut it into strips, like I said, and then I just hot glued them together. So I hot glued 3 together in like a crisscross pattern to make a 3D kind of sphere-like shape. To make the little stalks of the pumpkins, I just took another one of those little strips, cut off the end and then rolled it up. I then glued it down and then held it into place as it set and cut off the excess. I then just stuck this little stalk on top of the little sphere-like shape, and then I just kind of let that cool down and dry. I did go ahead and make another one of these pumpkins just in the exact same way as before, and once I had the 2, I figured they just needed something a little bit extra. Obviously, if you like them nice and simple, you can keep them like this, but I thought, you know, I'm going to take this one step further. So I made some pom-poms with my pom-pom maker, which I got from Poundland, and then some white chunky wool, and I just popped these inside of the pumpkins just to give them just something else going on. I don't know, I just felt like I wanted some pom-poms in these. I then added some twine, like kind of spirals, and popped them on with some hot glue, and then I just decided I was going to add like a little base to them so that they would stand up a little bit better. Just took an off-cut of corrugated cardboard and then used these scalloped edge scissors that I have, and I just made a little flower-like shape and then stuck that onto the very bottom using some hot glue. I then thought one of them needed to be a little bit different, so in order to do that whilst keeping it really simple, I just used that white Posca pen which I used for the sign again, and I just popped some dots down the little kind of little bits of the pumpkin. I don't know, I just popped little dots on it because I thought it would look cute, and to be honest I actually really like it. So yeah, this is what the 2 turned out like. One of them has dots on, one of them doesn't, just add a little bit of extra decoration.
So that is the end for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know down in the comments which one was your favourite, whether it was the little cardboard pumpkins, the golden acorns, the sign, or it was the full kind of tea light holder jars. I'd love to hear your opinions and any other crafts that you've been up to, so do let me know down in the comments, and I will see you very, very soon for another video. Bye!